Hi, welcome back to another video from the MSD Decatur Township Technology Department. Today's video is about creating digital lessons for daily use or for e-learning days, and really what is a quality digital lesson. First thing we should do is just take a look at some things that have been done before. I'm going to go into my modules and just choose a module. This one's called the planets. And so if I had a digital lesson on the planets, or maybe an e-learning day that I had to have some stuff online for my kids to do, right here, I click on the first page. It's called Planet Lesson Introduction page, just like a welcome page for the lesson. And I just put a video of myself talking to the kids, explaining the module and any instructions that they need. Once they view it, they click Next. And then we have a content page. So I've given them the objective, the standard. We're going to watch this video on the solar system. And down the bottom, I've put a chart, a planet information sheet that they will need for later. Once they're done viewing this page, they can click Next. I put a discussion in after watching the video on the planets and looking through the information chart. Which two planets do you think are most similar and why? So the kids have to reply. They cannot see their classmates' posts until they post, and it can be a graded discussion or not. That's totally up to you. Once they've posted their reply, they hit Next. This is just a content page with a keynote I made about the planets, so the kids would have that information online and they can look at it when they need it, and then they click Next. Next thing I want to do is give them some opportunities to practice, so I just used Quizlet and inserted some Quizlet cards, and they can test themselves, flashcards, whatever they would like to do, and go through and...
It is the planet we live on, third planet from the sun. It is the planet we live on, third planet from the sun.
So they can go through and study whatever planet vocab and terms and ideas that you want them to. Once they're done, they're going to go ahead and hit Next. The last thing is a quiz. It's just a fake quiz, but at the end of the lesson, you want to somehow see what they've learned, assess the skill that you were trying to get through. Then they hit Next after they submit the quiz. And then it's always great to end with a conclusion page. Make sure they know that they've reached the end of that lesson. So that's just an example of a short module used for e-learning day, or just any daily digital lesson. So really, what makes a digital lesson a quality digital lesson? Because anybody could just throw a video on there and say, watch this video. But we really want to set Decatur Township apart when it comes to e-learning days and digital lessons. So we want to have quality. A couple of ideas that I've worked with some schools like Yorktown and a few others, and these are the things that keep coming up every single time. So characteristics of a high quality digital module. Think about what you do every day in class. You do the I do, we do, you do, and it's basically the same thing. Even if you're doing it online, you want to give instruction, and then you want to give them practice and then application so that you can assess what they've learned. So relevant material that you are currently studying, or a skill that you've been working on. So when we have an e-learning day, you don't want to just throw some sub-plans on there. You want it to be relevant to what you're currently studying. Clear directions, objectives, and standards. A clear welcome and conclusion page so the kids know where to start and that they're finished. You would like a mix of direct instruction, MSD Decatur staff instruction preferred. I know that you can get on YouTube and grab a video, but it's really awesome when you have a video of yourself teaching the skill. Then practice of skills, and then application or check for student understanding. like an exit ticket, a short quiz, a Google form, some type of task. Resources the students will need, which can include videos like YouTube or Khan Academy, any presentations you want to give them, Keynote, PowerPoint, Notability, any documents they're going to need for the lesson, worksheets, PDFs, Word, Pages, Google Docs, rubrics, any web links you need to give them, images, or anything else that you can think of. Activities can be a hybrid of digital or paper pencil work. Just because it's a digital lesson doesn't mean they can't turn something in the next day on paper. Think of the I do, we do, you do strategy that you already use and just make that digital. There are some ideas. There's so much online that you can use that you don't have to create something of your own. Ideas for digital lessons can come built into Canvas. Anything that you have in Google can be linked. CK12 is a great math and science program with already made math and science ideas, questions, videos, Epic Reading, Quizlet flashcards, Khan Academy practice and videos, your Pearson assignments, ReadWorks, articles with questions. Just so much on there that you can add with just a few clicks and save yourself a lot of time, but also work on the skill that you're currently working on or a skill that you work on all year. So when it comes to starting to create your module, which we'll look at here in just a second, for your digital lesson or your e-learning day, you create the module, you start to add content pages with direct instruction, so notes, docs, videos. That's the I do. Add practice opportunities for the kids, so that's the we do, and then check for student understanding. That's the you do. The quiz, the Google form, the exit ticket of some kind. So we'll go in and look at that real fast. When I go under modules and I create a new module, and give it a name. So let's say you're doing multiplying fractions that day, and add the module. And so it's just an empty shell. It's just a title with nothing in it. So then you start adding your features. So think of what you want to add first. You want to add a welcome page. So you can choose page, new page, call it fraction welcome page. I like to indent it one level and add it. It's just empty. We haven't done anything. I'll go back and design it at another time. Next thing you want to do is you want to add a page of just content. Maybe it's a video, fraction video with notes. Okay, it's just an empty shell. We'll go back and add it. Add content later. After we give them that video and that content, then we need to set up an assignment, something for them to do to practice. So practice fractions. And that could be your Pearson assignment or anything that you find online, or even a worksheet that you took a picture of and put on there. Add the item. And then after they practice, maybe we want to give them some more practice. And we'll just call it like CK12 practice. That's a built-in app into Canvas where you can find math problems. And then after that, I really need to assess with some type of quiz. Again, it could be a Google form or something else, but you can make a Canvas quiz and then fraction exit ticket. And it's a quiz, add item. And then at the end, I always want a completion page to let them know they've reached the end. So fraction completion page. Okay, so this is what's called an empty shell. I thought through my lesson plan. I have a welcome page and a completion page. I have the I do, we've got the we do, and then we've got the you do. So just like your daily lessons and digital form, then you can go back in and start editing each one of these. And this is kind of the module idea that we want to use when it comes to e-learning day, and that's what's going to make Decatur Township e-learning days really shine.